So what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about different ways people use their book bows. Hi YouTube, welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome. If not, so excited that you guys came back. I'm Benita, co-founder of BookBow, and I am here with my business partner, Errol. Introduce
Avelino.
yourself. Yes.
Yep. My name is Errol Avelino, and have just started these videos, so make sure that you comment below, tell us what you think, and then also kind of join the conversation. Hit subscribe if you like. So what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about different ways people use their book bows. If you're here, it's hopefully because you're familiar with BookBow or you've been curious about it. So we're kind of gonna dive into different ways our customers, friends, and ourselves use book bows. So let's get into it.
Yep. All right. So one that kind of goes like without saying, and this isn't necessarily a part of the list, but this is generally just what people use book bows for, is paperbacks, hardcovers, college textbooks, notebooks, current reads, Kindle, iPad. That is just like the general list of like, this is what we initially thought people would use book bows for. And so everything else you guys have told us you use book bows for.
Yeah,
I think is freaking awesome.
Yeah, and every day I'm learning of new things, which is really exciting. I love hearing it. So if you don't see any of the things that you use your book bows for, please put it down in the comments so we can see. I love hearing about it. When I meet you guys at shows, you're always telling me what you're using it for, or pulling them out and having something different. I'm like, wait, what is that? So I'm always really excited to see what you guys are using it for. So be sure to let us know.
All right, so the first one is backpack dividers. So
which I never thought of that.
Yeah, but if you think about it, anytime you use a book bow and you stick it in your backpack, it essentially becomes like an additional pocket that's inside your backpack. So people use them for, like, if they have a bunch of random stuff that they're throwing in their backpack, they'll just stick a bunch of book bows in there and just, slide them in accordingly to whatever design fits the stuff that they're sticking in there. So backpack dividers.
Yes,
I
love
think
that.
That's awesome.
What I've actually used this for is our second thing is keep important papers / art prints safe. I actually just, when I was at the Origin event in Austin, Texas, I had some Sarah J. Maas prints that I kept in an XL book bow to keep them flat that I actually had stamped by Sarah J. Maas's people. So love that. And then in my purse, I actually keep a Kindle bow, which is a mini bow, and all of my receipts and important paperwork that don't get shuffled around my purse, I keep in there as well.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Dude, I have like a bunch of book bows back here. I love it. Just at any time, I can just pop out. All right, so that one's super good, and that also kind of goes with backpack dividers, because when you're sticking that junk in your bag, it's like that's so easy. There's no cover on it, so it's so easy to crush those. So having a book bow, boom, keeps it safe.
Boom.
So store / travel with makeup palettes. So people are using them for, like, if they're on the go with their makeup palette, they'll slip that sucker in there.
I have some palettes that are like that big, and I definitely get a little paranoid when I'm traveling with them. So that's an awesome idea. I haven't actually done that, so that's
talking
awesome.
I'm talking from Sheila's experience.
Sure.
Like she'll rock like these giant things, and I'm like one time I broke one. I just dropped it, and I was like, oh no. Like, she saw it happen and was just like, you're dead. You're gonna die.
All right, what do we got next?
Next is art pens with art books. So something that's not uncommon if you like have an art sketchbook, or something that you're specifically working on, like a project you're working on, is you have particular pens that you're using to work on that specific project. All they're doing is just dropping it in the book bow with whatever the art project is that they're doing, and it all just stays together. So
yeah, I love that idea.
Awesome. I love it too, because I've done this. I draw. So
I'm gonna let you take over this next one, because I feel like that is your
You shut your mouth. The next one is organized D&D materials. All right.
What is D&D, Errol?
Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so first off, this is one that you guys told us that you actually use it for, which I think is awesome.
Yes.
And it was a number of you who said this. So
Are you a master, Errol?
No.
Okay.
All right, look. All right, let me just explain. Let me explain it, because I'll come off real quick as a poser to all you straight up D&D, fifth level
Hardcores. Yeah, real
wizards.
masters.
So, and I actually know enough about D&D to know that fifth level is not that big a deal. But anyway, I think it goes up to like 20 something. Anyway, point being, I've only played D&D like a handful of times, but in those times I played D&D, I quickly saw how many things you have to carry. You got the books, you got all the rule books, so straight up book bow for some books, but then also you got the dice, you got the little miniatures, and that's actually okay. So I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part about D&D was the miniatures. I thought they were so cool. I was like, oh, these little guys, they're so cool. And then you get to paint them. I don't know. It hit me in a couple different levels. I'm like, I'm an artist, and I also appreciate good looking art. And I was like, these sculpts, they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. So yes. So that was one recommendation thrown in, and immediately my geek card is showing.
And I love that. That's what like the coolest thing about like the community and like what we're doing at Bookbow is like finding out all the different things that you guys are using them for, especially stuff like Dungeons and Dragons. Like I think that rules. Like as an older person, like I love people who like have real hobbies or like passionate about things, and this is just such a classic game, and I'm just so excited to be able to go along with you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. The next
right,
thing is
so-
my geeky nerdy card coming
Yeah,
out.
I was about to say, this is you. This is
It
definitely
is
you.
me. It is totally me. This is we've got someone saying jumbo for current cross stitching project, which I dabbled in cross stitching for quite a while, and I really enjoy it. So I can see the ring, even definitely an 8-inch ring going in the jumbo with your different cross stitches, your thread and your paperwork, so you can make sure you're following along with it. And did I say thread already? And then the cross stitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's amazing, and I'm down for cross stitching. If you guys haven't, it's one of the easiest things you can possibly get into. I started making a Mario one at first, and then I started making custom stuff for gifts for wedding for friends, and it's an awesome, awesome thing. So I'm so down for cross stitching life. Holla.
Yeah, and then the zipper, man, just keeps all that junk together.
Yeah, game
I
changer
know that
for sure.
when Sheila was trying to carry that stuff around in a backpack, the worst thing that could happen is if all of a sudden like the stitch came undone or it started to come apart a little bit, and then you lose some of your work.
Well, my big thing is
So-
for everything is I'm a nightmare. I've lost sets of keys 3 times and had to get new fobs. I'm constantly losing everything, so being able to put everything together and not make me go as crazy helps, and I need it. I don't know if you guys do too, but I do. I am a mess.
Which kind of goes in with this next one, organizing cords in your bag. So first off, like I'm a camera guy, I'm always bringing gear different places, and that means a ton of cords. So and then you got your chargers, and that's just like everybody has a charger. Like if you have your computer with you, you got your chargers. You might have your headphone buds in there. So like all that stuff can start getting tangled up. So people are saying that they actually will use several book bows. So they'll have one book bow for like all their cords and stuff, and then other book bows for like any of the devices and stuff that would go in them. So I thought that was awesome.
No, that is
'Cause
awesome.
I was like, my mother-in-law helped me organize my office.
Aww.
She's just cool like that.
She
Shout
is
out
cool.
to Mama Span. But the way she did it was she just took a bunch of Ziploc bags and organized all my cords by just shoving the cords that were alike in those different Ziploc bags. So I could even see this working for just like in your office. You have a bunch of these, all the cords that are similar, you just shove into, a book bow.
I do that with a lot of paperwork and other things too. Like I'll know like, okay, cool. The mermaid book bow has this in it, or the so-and-so, like I'm going off design and what I know is in it. So I'm down for that for sure.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So next one, snacks and tea bags for quick access on a plane?
I can totally vouch for this because I've actually done this on the last 2 trips. I think I've been like 4 or 5 states in the last 2 months, and I've been on the window, I've been in the aisle, I've been in the middle. Sometimes I get lucky and I'm exactly where I want to be, but not really. And I'll have it in the very first strap, and I'll only have what I need to be pulled out. So my headphones, the current book that I'm reading, a snack, my little journal that I need to make sure while I'm on the plane, once we take off, I can write stuff down. And it's just like boom, boom, boom. Like it's all right there, easy access. And it's been a game changer because it's together, but it's also easy to make sure I can grab all my stuff. So I love that idea. And I actually took it from when you did the survey and we started writing all this stuff out. I didn't do that before until I saw that people had recommended it. So shout out if that was your recommendation. Good call.
Awesome. All right, so this one is not me.
You can do this one.
Vouch for this.
You can do this one, Errol.
I cannot vouch for this one, but I can see the appeal. So book bows for being discreet about your feminine care products.
Which is another thing that I never thought of, but having it to be pulled out like easily, like boom, boom. Not unzipping one of the book bow bags, which I also use for that kind of thing because I'm a grown woman and I just don't care anymore, whatever. But it's super easy. And then like if I had my sweater, I would be able to like just reach into the bag and just do the, it's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
So
super quick. And the other thing too is that if people see you carrying book bows all the time and they're used to there being a book in there, I mean, straight up, they're like, it's just a book.
No one knows. It's fine. We're just nerding out over here. Nothing to see here, folks. Keep going.
Yep. Taking a book to the bathroom.
That's right.
Super normal.
So good. Can't stop.
All right. So this last one is by far my favorite. It is motivation/inspiration. So every now and then a book bow will have words on it or it'll have an image that just speaks to you. And so there's one person, and I love this. I'm just going to read what they said. My favorite book bow says, "Don't let the hard days win." And I keep my planner inside of it. It's been there to constantly remind me this year to not let those bad days win. As I battled through health problems that somehow managed to become resolved after I'd given up on such resolved after I had given up on such and thought they never would, my book bow reminded me every day to be strong and that better days existed. So I love that because straight up,
love it too.
You know, everybody has like maybe like a journal that says something or they have something on their phone screen. Just one more place, man, to have just more motivation for what it is that you need for that day. So we do every now and then we do the "Don't Let the Hard Days Win." It's not one that we do all the time. So next time we do it, if you guys want that one, just keep your eyes out. Make sure that you get on our email list over at bookbow.com. And we'll let you guys know next time we have that one available. But yeah,
and shout out that's from A Court of Thorns and Roses, the second book in the series, A Court of Mist and Fury. And we had Justine over at the bookish shop help us with that screen. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. That's by far one of the favorite bows we've ever done. So I love it.
Yep, 100%. We get compliments on that one all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, and I think we need to do a jumbo with that print.
I think so too. Awesome.
Because we've only ever done it in Excel. So anyway, all right, guys. So I hope you appreciated that. If you didn't hear an idea or a way that you guys use your book bows, just let us know in the comments.
Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us, you guys, again. And if there's anything else you want to see or have any more ideas, like Errol said, put them in the comments and then come back and see us next time.
Yep, which, by the way, next time you will know when these videos come out if you hit the subscribe button or the notification bell.
I've always wanted to do that. Hit subscribe. I just want to say that. Errol, will you put the button somewhere so it looks like I'm doing it, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Done.